Show notes, check. Puppies, check. Coffee, check. Hello, and welcome to the Once Upon a Corgi podcast. I'm Gabby, and this is a crafty, yarny puppy podcast coming to you from Southern Connecticut. We've got Audrey right here. Iron is jumping around. There he is. And we do have a cat, Jax, who will be probably slinking in the background for a little bit. Yes, this is episode 27, almost at the big 3-0. You can find me at all the fun places at Gabagales, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, Ravelry. You can find all my hand-dyed yarns at Once Upon a Corgi on Instagram and uponacorgi.com. And you can find all the show notes for this episode and most other episodes at our Ravelry group, Once Upon a Corgi podcast in the groups tab on Ravelry. A giant hello to all new viewers and a welcome back to all returning viewers. 2017. We made it another year, guys. Yeah. Audrey is super snuggly today because she's been sick all morning, so I'm sure we'll have a constant companion of headbutts and pets me's. I've got my show notes down here, so if I keep looking down, that's why. I think that's all the intro stuff. We're going to start off with some announcements, go into what we're working on, go through some of the goals I have for 2017. It is a new year. And shop update and life stuff. And be interrupted by a rude puppy. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? So I guess let's just get on with the show. We've got a couple of announcements. We have dogs. We have the Treat Yourself 2017 Cal going on, which started January 1st, and which is just cast on anything. Treat yourself. If you want to knit it, knit it. If you want to buy it, within reason, do it. I mean, don't blow the bank because I told you to. Like, I have that power. Sew it, crochet it, spin it, treat yourself. It's been a rough 2016. Holidays are always crazy. You deserve it. There's a thread open in the Ravelry group for it. It's chatter only. You don't need to finish anything because that's just too much pressure. I'm going to keep the thread open until March 31st. And I will probably draw prizes. I'll donate a skein of my hand-dyed yarn in any colorway that you request within reason. Like one of a kinds I can't do. Yes, if you would like to donate prizes, please get in touch with me. That would be fantastic. That's it for knit-alongs. I only have the one going on. We did finally get all of the grand prizes out for the pumpkin cal. Thank you so much for your patience. I went to the post office today. They are in the mail, ready to go. The only other announcements we have is event stuff, which is Vogue Knitting Live, which will be this weekend, January 14th. I'm going on Saturday. Adrian and I are taking the train in. We will be there all day Saturday. So if you see us, come say hi. I don't know if he has a game plan. I don't really have a game plan, which is dangerous, but at the same time, I feel very comfortable with my stash. I don't think I need much. I do want to look for maybe a sweaters quantity, which, can you not play on the planner? Thanks, Thor. I only need like 3 skeins of yarn to do a cardigan. No, do not dig that. I only need like 3 skeins of a fingering weight to do a cardigan. Yes, Vogue Knitting is Saturday, and my only dilemma is what do you wear? Do you wear a knit top? Or do you wear a handmade dress? Because I have both. Do I really want to? I figure Friday night I'll decide to make a whole new outfit and then just sew it up Friday night instead of sleeping. Can you stop digging on my planner? But I am super excited. I can't wait to see everybody. I can't wait to get into the marketplace. I'm excited Adrian's coming this year. I went last year by myself, and that was super fun. Giant panic attack in a little ball, but I mean, as soon as I found Mina from the Knitting Expat, everything sort of got much more comfortable and less, oh god, what am I doing? Can you please stop digging on my planner? Putting the tennis balls under... Iron likes to shove tennis balls under the couch because They are the... Audrey! This is not playtime. I don't know where to throw this, because no matter where I throw it, someone's gonna... So many puppy interruptions today. Yes, Vogue Knitting Live this weekend. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. I'm excited that I know where the hotel is this year. Last year, I couldn't find the entrance to the hotel. So I just sort of panic ran around Times Square for a good 30 minutes. And that's it for announcements. So we're going to get into the juice of it. The knitting. I didn't even grab my finished object. Hold on. I am going to tell you which I'm wearing because I have handmade things on today. I'm wearing the Little Brown Cardi. I got the pattern off O Wool, and it's in O Wool Legacy DK in their Lake Erie colorway. And it's probably one of my most worn cardigans out of the two I have that I made. So let's get on to the knitting. I have one finished object. I'm going to call them my last object of 2016. And they are my Otis sock. So it is the Otis Born to Sock pattern. And it is the main colors Sugar Cookies of my own dyeing. And then the colors are the Holiday mini skein set on the ginger base, and the Sugar Cookies is on the Marie Cutie base, which is 75/25 Corriedale nylon. We'll get a close up. So it was a super easy, very intuitive colorwork pattern, and then just like a simple ribbing on the foot, and I love them. I haven't worn them yet. I think I'm gonna wear them this weekend, but I can't wait. They're so snuggly, and I think I did okay on my floats. I loved working with the Marie Cutie base. It's the first thing I've knit out of the yarn. So yeah, they're my floats. They look pretty neat. I'm proud of them. I did these on US size 1 DBN Knit Pro Zings. I think it was a 60 stitch count. Yeah, something like that. So I have two, don't worry. And I did the fish lips kiss heel instead of the heel flapping gusset because I just like the way that one fits. And the star toe instead of the wedge toe. I really like the star toe. I feel like the wedge toe just doesn't fit my foot properly. So that is my last object of 2016. Audrey's trying to wrestle iron now on my lights. On to works in progress. And I have my Mercury socks. Stop yelling. Yeah, you're not in trouble. You just can't wrestle under the camera. You're too loud. I'm not that loud, Mom. I started the Mercury socks. They're on my US 1 Chow Goose. Circular. Got my maple bacon progress keeper going, and I'm about almost to the toe. I might try and finish these and then cast on the next one for Vogue so I have something to knit. But I might also just cast on a vanilla sock, because this one I kind of have to pay attention to. And I know there's going to be a lot of excitement and people, so I don't want to mess up the pattern. I think I already messed it up a couple times at knit night. And this is out of the Little Bean Loves yarn on her yak sock in the Cave of Wonders colorway. And I just love how it's turning up. I really like the dark colored laces. I thought about doing this in like a cream color, but I'm very happy with this choice. And it is living in my Socksettra kitten and yarn bag. At least they moved to the bedroom to wrestle. Other thing that's been getting lots of love, you might have heard of it. I cast it on for the last podcast, the Find Your Fade. Last time you saw it, it was, I think, barely into color B out of color 2 out of 7. It grew a little bit. It grew a lot. I want to say my progress keeper was down here last time I showed you. So this is Red Velvet Cake by Skeiny Dipping. This next purpley section is Evil Queen by Volenvine. And I just started blending in Attacked by Bears, also by Volenvine. There we go. And I started blending the colors last night, so I'm probably gonna finish this tonight or while I'm dyeing later today. Oh, I love it. It's by Andrea Mowry, and it's the hottest thing since sliced bread right now, and I'm not mad. I'm so excited to have this done. I'm so excited to work on it. Like, I'm not that, I don't feel the need for it to be off my needles yet, only I need it off the needles because I kind of need the cable, but I'm just having such a good time knitting it. It's just potato chippy enough that you can do a section in like a day and then you're on to the next color before you know it. And it's just, oh, the blending is so beautiful. Ooh, that's blowing me out horribly. And I've got a little Christmas tree progress keeper on it. I'm thoroughly enjoying this knit. It's the knit that when I don't know what I want to work on and I just want to sit down, this is what I go to. And it's living in my goth bag from 100 Ravens that I got at Stitches Midwest. And I'm knitting that on my US 4 carbons, the 3.5mm interchangeables from Knitter's Pride. Other project that I started, I cast this on New Year's Eve. So my Tuesday knit group is doing a shawl knit along. So one of the patterns that we picked, I think there's 2 or 3 patterns that we're all knitting, is the sand knit shawl. Last time you saw it was on an orange color, and I decided I didn't want that anymore. The yarn just didn't sing for this project, so I ripped it out and I cast it on again in, this is My Sun and Stars on my ginger base, and I'm loving it. I've got my Corgi progress keeper on it, and I'm almost, I think I have 3 or 4 more repeats, and then I'm done with the body part, I think. It's an interesting construction. So you cast on down here, increase up, and then you do the border, and then you like go all the way around. I don't know. I'm excited for it though. So I have Sun and Stars as the main body color, and I've got some yarn barf going on. I showed you that clip trick, then I proceeded not to do it. And Moon of My Life is going to be the part of the lace section for the border, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited to put these together in my awfully pastel Game of Thrones. And it's also very potato chippy. It's like an 8-row repeat for the increases, so you can just like pound out a couple rows. They are starting to get a little bit long, but not terribly. I might try and go for the larger size. I'll see how this looks after I finish the smaller repeats. I'll get you a close up here. I just love how speckly it is. And this is living in a, where's the tag? I'm not 100% sure of the bag. I know I have the note somewhere, but Amber from the Yarn Hoarder podcast sent me this via Adrian, so I got it on Christmas, and I love it. It's like this super sturdy linen, and it's got the clip handle, so I've got my Tardist progress keeper on here, and a handle. It's the perfect shape too for a shawl. You can just have 2 balls of yarn sitting right next to each other. My purse knitting for the past month has been, so this will be sock number 2 that I'm working on. This is my variation on the Afterthought Everything sock, and it is out of my hand spun, the Loop Bump colorway Creekside. It's merino, Angelina, and nylon. It's a chain ply, so it's a 3-ply. Here we go. And it's on 2.75 millimeter needles. Let's see if I can, bless you. They're Carbon's DPNs, and I got them, it was either a swap or part of the, what is it called? Oh, Grant Your Wish. Someone just had needles that they weren't using anymore. They're looking to de-stash. I wanted to try some Carbon's DPNs, and this was the perfect way to do it. So I cast on 56 stitches, I think. It is a very dense, squishy fabric. My plan to just have very tall socks I don't think is going to work. I don't have huge legs, but I don't think this is gonna stretch over my calf. So I sort of fake measured, and it looks like one color is about a regular sock length, so then the next color should be about a regular foot length for me. And then the plan is to do 4 colors, fold it in half, cut it, knit on the toe, and then snip and put in an Afterthought heel. So I'm hoping, because I'm making these much shorter than I thought, I can get 2 tubes out of this, so 2 pairs of socks, which would be awesome because these are perfect movie and line, and I did all of this in one night at a bar for a party, so perfect bar knitting, and I'm super excited, and this will kick my box of socks' butt if I can get all 4 of these. If I can get 4 socks out of this one ball of yarn. So yeah, take that, box of socks. I failed at that so bad last year. And it is living in my Erin Lane bag that I got at Stitches Midwest. So this fits perfectly in my purse. I haven't brought it inside to do the like while I die knitting. I've been using my Mercury socks for that because I really want the Mercury socks. And Audrey's laying across all my projects. My last whip that I didn't put in the notes because I totally forgot I worked on is my Cozy Memories blanket. Guys, I worked on it. So it is officially, let's see, try and show you. It is now super weird shape, but it's officially 25 squares wide. So I added Christmas Like It's 1882, Winter Storm, Mystery Mini Skein, My Cold Dead Heart, and Demon Unicorn. And I'm working on Godswood from Into the World. And I've got so many minis, so I'm going to fill in this section, and then I'm going to start on my advent calendar from Legacy Fiber Arts. So this is where I'm at. I've fallen in love with it again. I want to say these 3 and whatever I have of this guy in one night. Like I just sat down and was like, I want to work on I just had the urge to work on it. And I'm really glad I did. So I have almost all the minis in this bag done, and I have a little Ziploc bag getting filled up, so then when I finish the minis, oh god, when I finish the minis I have, maybe, oh, what is this? Oh, it's my yarn. Maybe for my birthday I'll let myself cast on a crochet blanket. We'll see. I don't know. I haven't watched the new Legacy Fiber or the Legacy Knits podcast yet, so after I watch that I'll probably cast one on. And that's it for works in progress. I have mentioned, check my list, I've mentioned 2 cardigan, or 1 cardigan and a pullover, the Chuck pullover by Andy Sutherland for Katie's knit along, and I did the gauge swatch. I took gauge, we got the needles, got the yarn, I just need to buy the pattern, so waiting for payday so I can do that. I have the Seafarers cardigan for Jake ready to go. I took gauge. I think I used the right needles. I didn't write down what needles I used to gauge swatch, like an amateur. Got the pattern. I have the needles, but I don't have a cable. That's sort of my plan for Vogue Knitting. I'm going to see what kind of, like, if they have any really good deals on cables and needles. I do want to get Knit Pro Zing interchangeables, so if I don't find anything good at Vogue, I've got the order ready to go on Etsy. I'm just going to order some more Knit Pro Zings because I want to get more circulars. Yeah, I want to get more circulars so I have 2 of each size. Am I shaking the camera while petting the dog? I might be. So that's it for knitting. No new spinning. I have been very mournfully neglecting my wheel, but staring at little bits and bobs and thinking maybe I'll take out the Turkish spindle, so I might do some drop spindling. Yeah, what do you think? But sewing, we have been doing some sewing. I tried to get this dress done for Christmas. That was a fail. Tried to get it done for New Year's. Also fail. Now, the goal is for Vogue, but now I don't know. Maybe I don't want to wear a dress to Vogue. I'm going to wear a dress to Vogue. Shh. It's just the neighbors. So I started this McCall's pattern, the MP451. I'm doing version B. And this was gifted to me by a lovely viewer. And I am doing it out of this green linenine fabric that I was saving for an SCA dress for a Christmas. It's going to be, I think it was going to be a German Christmas dress. But I didn't go to Yule this year. I'm not going to Burka. I've been very neglectful of the SCA as well. So I turned it into a dress. It looks a little weird. So I don't have the front panel in. See if I can show you where yeah, that's a whole separate front panel. I have to put that in. They want me to put the zipper in first, so that's what I gotta do next. And then add the sleeves and finish all the seams. And I'm going to Frankenstein it a little bit by adding, I think I'm doing B. Yeah, but without the rhinestones. A Peter Pan collar. So I have this, nope, I didn't iron on, like very faint snowflake fabric that I use for project bags, but I thought that's a nice, it's contrasty but not like stark white, but also not super Christmassy. So the plan is to make the Peter Pan collar and then just hand sew it on. And I think that'll be my, I think that's what I'll do after I finish dyeing tonight. So that's going well. I'm going to do a 3/4 sleeve, maybe, perhaps, on it. We'll see how that goes. It might turn into a short sleeve or a sleeveless, depending on how I feel. But it was on hiatus for a while because I had no zippers. So I got my zippers, got everything in, and I'm very excited to have this staple in my handmade wardrobe. I think it's a good neutral. Because it's a solid, I can pair it well with a lot of stuff. And I'm excited to get it off the sewing machine. You know the terms. That's it for all the crafting stuff. So I do have some crafty goals for 2017. I didn't want to put too many on the table in case I didn't finish them, but I did want to at least set myself goals so I didn't go insane with what I wanted to do. Does that make sense? What you doing, bud? You looking at my couch? So, biggest goal is to complete the Box of Socks Cal. Kristen is from the Yarngasm podcast is hosting it again for 2017. Stop playing with the pen. And we're gonna do it this year. We're one step ahead of ourselves from last year. We prepped our basket. So, this is going to be our box of socks. After you finish the sock, I will put the sock back in here and not wear it until next year. That way I know I have them all. So we have, I already started the Mercury socks. I'm not counting the Afterthought Everything socks in this. Those will be an extra slash I didn't finish this, so at least I have those. A lot of them are going to be vanilla socks. I have, you know what, I'll go through them. So there's no particular order to these. It's sort of whatever I feel like doing at the time. I do have the Ray colorway by Mustache Yarns and her self-striping Star Wars. And this year's goal is, this is the Obi-Wan colorway in Mustache Yarns. You've got Bumblebee by No Maker, so this will be my Hufflepuff socks for the Harry Potter knit along. I don't know if I want to do a pattern sock with these. Maybe I'll do some Beyond Vanillas. We also have Koigu. I might do a pattern with these, haven't decided yet. They were caked up ready to go for something, and then I didn't do anything, so I re-skeined them. We've got Knitting a Love Song in her Sunflower colorway on an MCN base. This is going to be the I Heart Bee socks. I have some leftovers of Blood of My Blood and Dark Like My Soul with a mini of, what is this? It's Space Cadets Mini Skein Club that Melissa gifted me in an advent calendar swap we did in Lucina. And this is going to be the Pixel socks from Pearl Soho. And I'm so excited. I've had these planned for like 2 years. I also, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 6 is Blue Moon Fiber Art and their Rhinebeck colorway. 7 is Zombie Kangaroos on my Isaac fingering base. I had to keep at least one skein for myself. And I'm really sad because I don't think that they have this yarn anymore. I haven't seen it updated in a while. But it's a fingering weight, 100% Polworth. And this might be a pattern sock as well. We have Madeline Tosh in the Modern Fair Isle colorway. And these are going to be like a nice classic cable-y sock. I think Devin from Franco V Knits has a cable-y sock pattern in the works, so might be that. Stop yelling! Then we have the Once Upon a Time Yarn Club from Bull and Vine, Captain Swan. This did not make the cut for the Find Your Fade, but it did make the cut for socks because I want... These might be the Narcissa socks from... Oh man, so many Harry Potter things. I forgot I have a whole magazine of Harry Potters. These might need to be... Oh, what is her name? Madame Pomfrey. Butts. I forgot I owned this. Do they have a picture of them? There we go. These are definitely being Herbology socks. These are patterned. Yeah, I think the, do I have a picture of the Narcissa socks? Oh, they have a Jane Austen version? What? That's a pretty dark picture, but it might need to be those. I think they're gonna be those. Well, I got 3 things for the Harry Potter. And that means I got 3 things for the 13 Months of Magic. Does Game of Thrones count as magic? Because the last yarn is Beyond the Wall, Knit Picks Felici. I might do a Beyond Vanilla pattern or just like a slip stitch pattern and just make it up as I go for these guys. Although a cable would be really nice because it is a very soft transition between colors. Maybe like a zigzagular. Or just, they might just be vanilla. Maybe I'll cast these on for Vogue. I got needles. I might do that. Oh no, but I want to use Knit Pro. Whatever. Maybe if I finish my other socks. Oh, the things I could do. I just want to knit everything. So pair 11 is the Knit Picks Felici in Beyond the Wall. So they're decorated with my sock blank from Andy from Ande Sue Knits because it's my favorite. I need to get a frame for it still. There's my box of socks. I'm hoping as I knit them and put the socks in and as the pile gets lower and lower, I'll be more motivated to do more socks. Maybe if I put this the right way. So that's goal number 1 for 2017, craft-wise. Next goal is to knit 3 sweaters or tops for myself. I knit 4. Yeah, I knit 2 cardigans, a sweater top, the Wendy pullover, and a cropped sweater for myself in 1 year. So I think allowing myself 4 months to do 4 months per project is a really good buffer. So I'm going to have the Chuck cardigan, or the Chuck sweater. I've got the Zane. I'm sorry. I don't know the name. I'll put it down here. The Zane top. I have all the yarn for it and the pattern. And the wicker pullover, which Eric so kindly gifted me for Christmas. And I'm going to do that out of the Polworth yarn in Warm and Cozy. So I have everything picked out. I think I can do that in a year. And on my surprise Harry Potter theme, I've got my coffee in my Harry Potter mug. Well, Harry Potter is life. Other goal is to knit 1 sweater for Jake. I think I can do that. I mean, I'm basically already there, so that was a nice, like, on your to-do list, you write down shower after you shower just so you can cross it off. That's that one. Sewing wise, the goal is to sew 4 dresses. So I have 3 handmade dresses, one of which is mostly summer, which is the skeleton one, and I'm not really loving how the neckline is sitting. So I might go back and make it like a scoop neckline, because I do love that dress. I just hate the neckline. And the other 2 dresses are short sleeves or sleeveless, so I do want to get more 3/4 sleeves, maybe just warmer material so then I can throw over a cardigan or something, but get the staples to the handmade wardrobe started. I don't know if I can do a fully handmade wardrobe in 4 years. If you watch Handmade in Woolen with Jenny, her goal is handmade in 4, so by 2020 to have a fully handmade wardrobe, which I think is really doable if I sat down and went through what I have, what I need, and what I wear. I don't do that. I'm bad at that, so the goal by the end of the year is to be able to go a week without having to pick up anything I bought from the store, minus tights and like underwear and stuff, because that's a whole other ball game that I have to get into. But mostly tights, because I don't think I can make tights. So we'll see. With that, the goal is 4 skirts. I have 1 skirt. Right? Yeah, I have the 1 skirt and it fits well. It's a little bit baggy, so I think I'm just gonna add belt loops to it so I can wear a belt with it. Apparently I lost weight between making it and now, so if I had the belt loops then that's an easy fix. And to do 1 sewn top. So a lot of the like everyday apparel stuff, it's like these flannels or v-neck t-shirts or like the classic black and white stripe long sleeve shirt. So I want to make the long sleeve shirt, the striped one, because I have an old one from Walmart from like 5 years ago and it needs to go, but it's such a good look. I love it. So my goal is to make at least 1 sewn top. We'll do a seamless segue into how are you gonna keep track of that, Gabby? I'm so happy you asked, because I got a planner. I showed this off last week. This is my Recollections planner. I did a little bit of a modification, so instead of saying something dumb, it says "Don't smile." I love it. And yeah, I just thought I would like walk you through how I've been using it. So it's got the full calendar, and I went through and I put like birthdays, a checklist of all the bills that I have to pay, and then as I'm paying them, so like I already paid insurance, I already paid First Mark, I still have to do the gym and car insurance. The plan for February is to go through. Oh no, I did. I put a little sticker on the day that stuff's due. So this is like car insurance, I think. Yeah, that sounds about right. And then student loans. And then thumbs ups are for podcasts. So I'm a day behind, but every other week I have to podcast. I got birthdays, Vogue Knitting Live. I haven't really done a lot. I don't have a lot of events happening. And then on top here is I have my trackers for bills. So as I put money aside for rent, I just fill in the little things. Utilities, fill in the little things. So then I know as the month goes on, do I need to put more in here? Do I need to put more in there? So that's the whole month section. So then it also has the vertical weekly, and I'm still learning how the stickers work, but I started dividing them into like morning, afternoon, or no, it's right in here, morning, afternoon, evening. So then I'll write in the morning if I have to work at David's that day. I started using like work to do, so this is all my yarn dyeing stuff. Everything in blue is going to be my crafting, and I started putting meal plans down here. We have not followed these at all, so we might need to adjust this a little bit. And then weekly goals, so weekly goals, shop update, finish the rubbing on the sweater I haven't cast on, which might happen. And then like extra stuff that I need to do that are probably gonna go over to the next week. Mostly stuff for the shop, but I am embracing, so this is Vogue Knitting Live Day, so I figured I'd fill that with stickers. And then like days I get paid, get the little money thing, work to do. So this is my die list of what I have to do today. Shop updates get a little flag, so I remember. Again, learning how to use the stickers, but sometimes I just want to write my list on a sticker instead of just writing it on the page. So, sorry about the jump. Ran out of room on my phone. Now we have Sleepy Pup. We're on planners. I went through what I wrote down. 3. I try not to do more than 3 to-dos in each section. And each morning, if I have time, I'll sit down and write my to-do list, what I know I need to get done. And then throughout the day, if I remember something, I'll add it in. If I don't have time in the morning, I'll just add it as I go throughout the day, or if I'm feeling super productive that night, I'll go through at night, write down what I need to do tomorrow, go through, if I don't, see if I have an example. Yeah, so like, I didn't get ordering yarn done on the Monday, so I just moved it over to the Tuesday, so we'll put a little arrow on things I haven't done, but I still need to do, just so I know to add it to the next day. It takes a little bit of time to get everything kind of going, but now that I've gotten into the habit of it, it's coming easier to me. So to go with that, I also got the budget book because I am trying to work on my budgeting. I love this guy. It's got, I'll show you a blank one. So it's got your current, I'm just doing like bank account balance. So like your current balance, and then your like estimated and actual bills, and it lists a bunch of bills so you can fill it in. And then it's got an ending balance so you know how much you have. Not this section, which I'm not entirely sure how it works, but we'll figure that out. But it also has the spending trackers. So this is what I found super helpful, because if I buy something, I have to write it down. And I'm slowly keeping my receipts with it too, so then I can make sure I get everything, and I can be much more conscious about buying like weird mug knickknacks I don't need, and putting aside money into the rainy day fund versus spending it on yarn or tea. So I'm hoping this will help kind of keep track, because I want to get a good like nest egg. Is that a thing? I want to get a good balance saved up to put towards student loans, because I do want to try and get at least one of my loans paid off by 2020. Yeah, I think that's doable. The little baby loan. My goal is to get one of those smaller broken up loans paid off by the end of the year. So I'm hoping this can help me do that. A major tool in my planning, thanks to Joanna from Stitching the High Notes, introduced me to this, is stickers. So all of these were 30 to 50% off at my goals. The budget book was like $3. This was maybe $5, but it's 985 stickers. And I got the productivity set because I do like the to-do list section. So it's got different sayings, which I'm not sure how to use, but it also has like the check marks, to-do list sections. Where's the good one? Home versus work to do, which I like. Vacation, who does those? I haven't used them yet, but I'm excited for like crunch time kind of days. So it's got busy morning and then all the hours, lots of coffee, very important. But I do like these little sections because then I can kind of post them anywhere and go like, this is what I need to do. Like, this is the weekly goal, this is the daily goal, this is shop stuff that needs to get done this week. So it's a learning curve. That's my planner. It's going really well. I'm really enjoying it. I need a bigger purse to fit it, but I'm not that mad. Downside, I already broke the back, so sometimes the back falls off. I'm also using it to keep track of my knitting goals. So I've already started my Boxo Socks page, so when I cast on, I write down the sock, the needle, and the stitch count, and then I've got a little tracker to fill in, so then I can see how many socks I have. And I think I'm gonna start doing the like knit garment page, so I have all that information, and then do maybe not a sewn garment page, but just like a list of things I've sewn this year to keep track of it, just because I feel like if I keep sewing by October, I'm gonna be like, I didn't do anything this year. But in reality, you made 15 dresses. So that's my planning plan. My planning plan. Oh, I also have these guys. I have an addiction to tracker stickers apparently. So I also have these guys. So I'm not going to use these for like hydrate and stuff, but like bills or where's a good one? These guys for like very important to do things. So I have a little box to check it off in. little flags. I'm not quite sure how to use these ones yet, but we'll figure that out when the time comes. I'm hoping I can keep this up all year. It is only January, but I have faith. We're gonna do shop update and then life stuff, which has sort of been thrown in all over the place. But shop updates happen Thursdays, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at apanacorgi.com or apanacorgi.etsy.com. I've got some stuff in the shop. I just put all of the fall and Christmas colorways on clearance, so there's a clearance section now. I have some stuff in the shop from last week's update, which is across most bases, My Sun and Stars. So this is it on the Marie Cutie, and this is the penny base. And I also put up Moon of My Life, and this is the Tesla and the penny base. So these are already up in the shop. I am recording this Thursday morning. It's now afternoon, but I'm hoping to get this up within the next couple hours so you have a chance to see this before the shop update. We will also have some Lemony Snicket in celebration of a series of unfortunate events airing tomorrow on Netflix. I am a little skeptical, but excited. So I have Penny and Ginger here. We'll have some This Coffee is Making Me Awesome. This is it on Marie Cutie. I'm going to be dyeing up some Oswald for Mayor today, and I think that's it. I want to do a bunch of tonals. The site like really up and running and get a tonal section going, so then you can order a sweaters quantity in tonals. Yeah, I got plans. We are introducing two new colorways. So my friend Abigail, the Abigail to my Gabigail from college, got engaged over the holidays. And so, as one does, you ask what her wedding colors are, because she knows, and then you dye her up yarn. So this is my Dear Abigail. It's a pretty small lot right now. I think not for the next update. The first update in February, I'll do a bigger lot. It's just these beautiful purples and wines and greens and this champagne color, which I've discovered. There's going to be a champagne color coming soon. Heads up. This is it on the Tesla and the Marie Cutie base, and I love it. I just love the way it turned out. I want to dabble in gradients, so I think this is going to be my first gradient test. We'll see how that goes. And we also have, because I've been rewatching Penny Dreadful, Mirrors Behind the Eyes. This is it on Ginger and Marie Cutie, so it's just a super speckly green and red. Would it be crazy to do 2 yarn clubs? I kind of want to do a Penny Dreadful yarn club. What do you think? Or just do a line? Would you rather a sock club or a line of Penny Dreadful yarns? Let me know. That's it. The rest of this bucket is minis for the Victorian Danger set. So I guess I can show those off. So they're all named after poisons found in the Victorian era or before. So we have Grevillea Orange, Buxton Blue, Pickrick Mauve, Mandrake Lavender, and Shields Green. And these are all available for pre-order. So that will be today, Thursday, January 12th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I hope you can make it. I just want to say a giant thank you to everybody who supports the shop. It means so much to me that you let me do this as my job. I love it. And that's really gonna wrap us up. We don't have a lot of life stuff, Vogue Knittings this weekend. Puppies we're working on Iron's WALK training. He's like, every year forgets what other dogs are, so he goes nuts when he sees them. So we have to like retrain him about it and like, don't bark at them, don't get mad at them. And then by the middle of summer, he's fine. So we're starting our retraining now that it's the January thaw before the February freeze. And I kind of want to rearrange the whole house. I'll post pictures here because I'm hoping you guys have some really good suggestions, but I have limited bookcases. I'm trying not to buy more furniture because we are a very tiny apartment and we are on the 3rd floor of a walk-up attic, so I don't want to carry anything. But nothing's flowing quite the way I want it to. I apologize for the disaster that is my house. If you have any suggestions just to make things like flow better or sit better, just Like, we've got books everywhere, there's yarn everywhere, there's a pile of like chocolate in the kitchen. Nothing's flowing quite the way I want it to, and I haven't figured out the feng shui of the house. So any suggestions would be fantastic, or even just like resources to look up organization stuff. I have Pinterested this to death. I've also walked around IKEA at least a million times, but I wouldn't be mad if I had to go back to IKEA. I love it there. Thank you in advance, and apologies for the disaster that is my home. So with that, I'm gonna go. I've got some yarn soaking. We gotta dye the club colorway for the series of unfortunate events, the miserable mill. Yeah, do some cleaning and get this uploaded before the shop update, and then do the shop update. So thank you so much for watching. Again, find all the show notes and everything at Ravelry, at the Once Upon a Corgi podcast. You can follow me everywhere at Gabagales. Follow my yarn at Once Upon a Corgi. If you want to get in touch with me, Ravelry, Instagram, or onceuponacorgi@gmail.com. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in a couple weeks. Bye!